law is shifting, and the old map doesn't work anymore. This is Legal Pirates, a podcast for founders, operators, and personal injury leaders who don't wait for permission to lead change. We are category designers and collaboration friendly. Each episode explores the moves reshaping how law is built, delivered, and trusted. One question guides every conversation. What map are you using now that the old one no longer works? Let's navigate the shift. Hey guys, I'm here with Jennifer Case, founder and CEO of LawTech AI. And hi, welcome.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
thanks
Nick.
for
How are
coming
you?
on. Good to
Thanks.
see you
Thanks
again.
for having me.
Jennifer is one of the presenters here at the AI for PI Expo. So how did that go?
It was great. Lots of really positive feedback from my presentation. A lot of lawyers who are going from AI curious to AI implementers this year. So it was really exciting to be a part of it.
AI curious to AI implementers. I like that. And you call yourself an AI legalpreneur.
Yes,
Is that
I
right?
do.
What does that mean to you?
Well, I am a lawyer, but I don't practice,
Oh.
and I'm an entrepreneur. But I think AI legalpreneur just kind of puts it all together for me because at the heart, I'm an entrepreneur, but I really want to help other lawyers grow their businesses too using AI. So I just kind of sounded nice.
Awesome. So what were the biggest takeaways from your talk and what was it about?
So what I was talking about was how small to mid-sized law firms can use AI to grow. There's a lot of people here talking about marketing, so I didn't really get into the marketing part of growth. But what I did talk about was how to use the AI tools that you already have in your productivity suite to your advantage. Obviously, there's a lot here at the Expo, software companies that want to sell you the best AI tool for managing your cases, soup to nuts, everything you would ever need in a software, and these lawyers are hearing that from 20 different companies that it's the best tool, and they're have decision paralysis on that. So I tell lawyers, listen, let's not start with the fanciest, most expensive tool and you're not really sure. Why don't you if you're in Microsoft, learn how to use Copilot. If you're in Google, learn how to use Gemini. And those tools right there can help you beyond what you can imagine if you've never used them before. So then I ran through a demonstration on how to use Gemini with your case files. In my example, I did a medical chronology using the medical records, just linking it to the Drive folder in your Google Drive that has all the medical records. Run the medical chronology, and then I created a Gemini gem, which is an automation for writing demand letters. So we uploaded a template. So the firm's template for demand letters is put into the gem, and then we write a system prompt using a prompt optimizer tool, which is another thing I demonstrated how to use, which gives you put in your crappy prompt and it spits out a really nice long prompt. So you don't really have to be a prompt engineer anymore. You just have your AI tool do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we used a very long system prompt that explains exactly how we wanted the demand letter to be written. And then once you have that gem, that is your demand letter prompter or your demand letter drafter every time. So now you just put in the facts of your particular case and it will spit out the demand letter first draft in your template format, which you just download and you edit from there.
So that seems like they were drinking out of a fire hose, what you're saying.
I was trying to make it basic. I actually told them to bring up, take their laptops out and do it with me, because I find as an educator and a coach for lawyers, they learn better when doing. Watching me do it is not enough. You need to do it. So a lot of the times when I'm talking to my clients, I show them once and then I say, okay, now you show me your screen. And now we're going to walk through it where you do it. And because it's that repetition that helps them, cement it into their mind.
Oh, wow. So is that part of how you help lawyers, maybe virtually, and you're sharing your screen and
Yes,
and
that's how I work with all my clients. I
cool.
actually have one client that has an office down the street from me, and they keep making me go in person. And I'm like, what are you doing? I prefer my clients out of town.
I like you in person. That's funny. So that seems very easy to get work to be working with you. It seems like an easy process that somebody could do.
Sure. Yes. All I need to do is meet them a few times, figure out what their pain points are. I run through a discovery process. talk to people in the firm, the partners, associates. I always want to talk to somebody in billing. I want to talk to someone who does their IT. I want to talk to their paralegals. And I just look for pain points across the firm where I think AI and automation can really help. And then we develop a roadmap. Okay, these are all the things we're going to work on. And then every week when we meet, we, start working on it. And if it's something that I personally don't know how to do, which happens all the time because we're all learning here, it's my job to go research and I figure out, okay, well, how are we going to solve that problem? Because the attorney could do that research too, but do they have time? No. So my job in between our sessions is I will go research and try to find the solution for them, whether it's an off-the-shelf software tool or whether it's building a custom installation, and I will go find the developer, hire them, and then manage that project as it gets implemented.
Awesome. So you mentioned something that I've been thinking about a lot, because I see all these legal tech companies here, but what's it like to implement or build versus get a tool like one of these tools like LawPro AI or Eve or Even Up or something like that?
So I think that there's a bunch of great tools out there. There's no question about it. Usually firms are coming to me before they've made that decision, or they have a bunch of different softwares and they haven't figured out how to use them yet. So I am really starting from the basics. Let's figure out how to prompt first. Well, no matter what tool you're using, let's figure out how to prompt. Let's figure out, not everything needs to be automated. So we figure out what are the things that need to be automated. I think buy versus build is a debate that, a lot of people are having in the legal space and just in, business in general, is can I build this tool to work for me?
Asking for a friend.
Versus, can I just buy this tool? The problem with software tools, and no shade on anybody who's here because there's lots of really great companies, is you are you're kind of locked into the standard infrastructure that they build for everybody, and maybe you don't fit into that mold. You can't make a custom GPT in another product. A custom GPT can only be made in ChatGPT. So I kind of encourage people to use the tools that are available to them, assuming they're using an enterprise tool. I would never recommend lawyers use anything but enterprise tools, by the way. Enterprise only.
Enterprise only.
Try to build it there first, and then if you can find a tool that's off the shelf that does everything you need to do it, why not buy it? Great.
That makes sense.
I do fear a little bit for some of the companies. I don't think everyone's going to make it, because these general purpose tools are getting so good and you can manipulate them so many ways. And they're so much cheaper.
It's wild. It's wild how things are changing and evolving, and something that is necessary today might be gone tomorrow. It's a scary time and an exciting time, right?
It is.
So I'd be remiss if I didn't talk to you about your hockey stick like growth on LinkedIn over the past year. It's been quite remarkable because I've been following. And I think you've gotten to 10,000 followers recently. And what a milestone.
It was a great milestone. Yeah, I just started on LinkedIn less than a year ago, and I've been very lucky that people have been very receptive. I try to put out resources every couple of months that they can download and use right in their firm. So whenever I come up with an idea for a resource, we get out there and give it to people, and it's been great. People have been really positive.
Yeah, so the AI tools, AI adoption, all very cool, but that's also another maybe useful thing that somebody can learn from you. So what would you say about growing a following and maybe using AI, maybe not, but what were the biggest eye-opening insights over the past year for you in growing a following?
Really the resources. I mean, I think people are really hungry.
Giving out resources.
Yeah, giving out resources. So people are really hungry for frameworks, for workbooks. One of the first tools that I gave away was 85 legal prompts. So all the prompts that you may need in any practice area, and it's all organized and it has a table of contents. And so if you're looking for a really good prompt for legal research or for writing a demand letter or whatever it is that you're looking for, I put together just a list of prompts. That was was the first. I've done use
So
case.
useful to your audience,
Right.
basically.
Yes. I've created books of use cases. So I'm sitting here as a lawyer and I know I want to use it, but what do I use it for again? Like, I'm not really sure what I use it for. So I put together a book of all of the legal use cases that I've learned across, all of my clients.
That's great.
From my other people I follow on LinkedIn. So things like that. So if you have a business and you have a bunch of knowledge in your head, put together a framework, put together those, a workbook of like, look, these are all the things that I've learned, and then, package it nicely for your LinkedIn, and then, have them, in order to get access, they have to download it, and then you capture their email, and now you add them to your newsletter, and now every every week they get your newsletter, and then they keep up to date with you, and one day they may hire you.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously it's kind of inherent in what you're saying is that, your ICP, your ideal client profile, what they want and what they value. So that's important, of course. So these resources, they can find them right on your LinkedIn.
Yes, I have all of my resources on LinkedIn. They can for sure download them. And then if there's any of your audience who doesn't need the downloads, but they want to be added to my newsletter, I do put out a newsletter every week. And I just take all of the top stories in AI and the law, and I curate them and give them my take, like why I think this is important for a small to mid-sized law firm to pay attention to this particular story. And then I always have something in that newsletter which is like a quick win or a tool I'm trying. And I, sometimes I'll give a prompt, like, listen, try this prompt. You'll really enjoy doing that. So people really like that part about my newsletter.
So I don't want to get too in the weeds or anything like that, and maybe we won't talk about it, but is there anything on the AI side for marketing or for content creation like that, how you're using it, and either simply or not?
I mean, essentially my entire content marketing strategy is on LinkedIn.
Okay, cool.
I haven't broached marketing anywhere else. I don't do Facebook ads. I don't do Google ads. I am LinkedIn all the time. I think that's where.
So on LinkedIn though, are you using AI to help you with topics or anything like that? Or
of course I use AI to come up with I come up with an idea and I have it help me write a blog or something like that. Yes, I mean, of course I use AI. There's no way to do business right now without using AI. But I actually use a human for my my LinkedIn. For the most part. I have a really great VA.
Well, listen, there's a lot of AI slop out there, so you have to make sure that it's authentic and good.
Exactly. So I approve every post. I edit almost all of them because as well as my VA has learned my business.
And I'm sure what you're doing there is translated to when people search AI tools for topics that you're going to come up as well. I don't know if you know anything, if you show up or anything like that, but I'd imagine that's one of the things that
I try not to put out any slop.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so any final takeaways for the viewers about AI or about yourself?
Well, I am just really grateful to be here. For one, I'm hoping that this is not my first and last opportunity to speak on stage about
hopefully
AI
they invite
and the law.
back.
So it was my first time speaking about AI and the law on stage. So
awesome.
That was really exciting. I hadn't been on stage in many years, and this is the first time for this business. But I am available
Fantastic.
to speak. So I hope that I get more opportunities.
I'm
to
sure.
people like you.
I'm sure you will with all the valuable information that you've been given, at least right here, right now, and on stage. Yeah. So thank you very much for coming on, Jennifer.
Thanks
this has been great.
Me.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to Legal Pirates. Remember, the old rules aren't coming back. Follow the show and keep charting your own course. We'll see you next time.